Joe, how are you doing?
Hey, Emily, nice to see you.
It's good to see you. So Joe helps women in the New Jersey area, and you help women through training, nutrition. You provide them an amazing experience with accountability as well. And you've been working with us at Campaign Sharks for a couple months. Can you tell me a little bit about what you experienced last month when you've been working with us?
Yeah, so I'd say the last 30 days we had, a big swing in, well, I mean, if you think about the month of December, most people think of like a pretty not so good month in the fitness industry, but we did over 100 EFTs in the month of December, which I mean equates to about $200,000 in revenue increase.
That's awesome. That's awesome. We're really excited for you guys. And you would say a lot of those too, what we're trying to help you do in addition to just adding revenue is really attracting your dream client. So
Correct.
you jump out of bed and your, coaches jump out of bed and want to help serve as well. So Joe, if you don't mind, I would like to kind of show people, do a little bit of a case study, and I want to show them what we've been helping you with the past month to help you get those numbers and hit that goal.
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do it.
Perfect. So we're going to jump on over. I'm going to share my screen and we're going to show what we've been working on with you. Thank you, Joe, for your time and for jumping on. And we can't wait to see you guys continue to crush it.
Thanks, guys. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
All right. And I know we said we're going to dive on in. Dustin is actually the CMO over here at Campaign Sharks. And he's going to be the one that's going to take you step by step. It's actually a 12-step process and show you exactly what we did for Joe.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? So I am Dustin. I am the CMO over here at Campaign Sharks, and I want to take you into a deep dive. So Joe's given us permission to actually kind of take you behind the scenes and show you exactly what we did for him, where he generated $200,000 in revenue into his business in just 4 weeks. So go ahead and rock and roll. I'm going to go ahead and dive in. I'm going to really take you kind of step by step. I think there's really 12 steps into exactly how we did this. So step number one, this was probably, no question, this is the absolute number one thing that you need to do in your business if you're really trying to get from where you are now to where you want to go ultimately. So what I mean by that is where you are now, you might be trying to attract everyone. Where you're trying to go ultimately is we're trying to really, really identify that attractive person into our business that we want to serve over and over and over again. So step one is to identify. And it's identifying your dream client and using a unique position in the marketplace. And how we do that is through targeting, okay? We don't target every single human being, let's say, especially in Joe's situation, he runs gyms, within a 5-mile radius or 10-mile radius or 15-mile radius. What we do is we really try to identify who is this person, okay? What kind of messaging do we need to use around this as well? So we identify the age, the gender, the marital status. Do they have kids? Because that was one of the main questions is, are they moms? And I know that was kind of one targeting thing that we did. Worked extremely well. Location, challenges, pain point, goals, and occupation. So sometimes just kind of really identifying kind of who your clients are, those people that you really like serving. Like I know investment banking was, I know it sounds crazy, was one of those key terms that we started using from an interest standpoint that just like exploded. So we're really, really good at helping you guys identify this. So that's the main step before you just go like, hey, I have this awesome like landing page and all this. You have to identify first and foremost, who are we trying to serve? Who do we really want to work with going forward? Go ahead and dive into number two. I kind of spoke about this for a second, but messaging / film, okay? What we do is the next step is you want to create strategic videos that establish the attractive character as the authority. So what we do is we try to identify who is going to be the person for the business, because a lot of this has to do with the branding standpoint, and not just branding as in like, oh, we're trying to brand like the company. It's more so branding with the intent of them making a buying decision. So who is that person that's technically the leader? So through the videos, so Emily, I know, got on the, every week Emily got on a call with Joe's teammate to provide the messaging for the videos, eliminating all the guesswork. So we told them exactly what to say, how to say it, really how to stand out too. And I'm gonna show you in the next slide how we actually broke these videos down to really make sure that Joe like totally 1000% stood out compared to everyone else in this marketplace. Here's just a few little tips here. The videos need to stand out. They need to diversify yourself from the marketplace. So if you're running into the problem where everyone's running the exact same thing or exact same play, how can you diversify yourself from the marketplace to really stand out and be different and be unique, okay? Another thing is look and feel different, unique, better than what your competition's putting out. This is one thing that we're really, really good at, is putting out videos that, number one, really attract that dream person through the messaging that we were talking about. And it needs to attract and repel. And that's something that I feel like sometimes we try to be too like, oh yeah, like believe it or not, the more you can like really, really set in stone like who you are and what you're all about, and truly diversify, meaning like we don't stand for heart rate monitor, we don't stand for this, we don't stand for this, and what you do stand for can really, really help. Meaning you're going to repel certain people, okay? But then again, you're going to attract those certain individuals into your company that you really want to work with, that really like the messaging that you're putting out in the marketplace, okay? Next slide, we'll go ahead and dive into this. So this is really, really big. So I do most of this work. We have some other teammates as well that help us with this, but through a production standpoint, everything that we're doing is different, okay? But all these videos, we've been pumping out these videos. Every single week we pump out a new video for Joe and his brand. But if you notice, the videos are very branded, okay? His color code's red and black. We have one attractive character that his marketplace can relate to. This happens to be all women's studio, and that's really what we're trying to attract, okay? Is ladies into the studio, just like Jane, that Jane can kind of relate to. She was the person that we decided to go with from a branding standpoint because she seemed to be the most relatable. The topics helped his dream client solve the pain points, but it's very strategic how these videos are positioned and how to make these videos memorable. Meaning like, they're like, man, like I saw a video of her last week and now I'm seeing another one of her this week. And that a lot of that has to do with the targeting aspect that we set up as well. If someone engages with certain percentage of the video, we retarget them to different offers or different videos. It's pretty complex, but I'll give you all more of a breakdown as we go. But the videos were designed to position them as the go-to expert. The reason why this is winning is because I wouldn't say people are too lazy to implement it. It requires a lot of work to actually implement this level of production. It doesn't happen in like 30 minutes on your iPhone on an app. Like there's some strategic things, plugins and stuff that we're doing from a video standpoint to really make these videos stand out compared to your marketplace. Another tip is that we don't try to pitch at all, okay? Strictly content, strictly goodwill. And the reason why is everyone else in your marketplace, or most people in the marketplace, are doing direct response advertising. Don't get me wrong, direct response is awesome, but whenever you're doing direct response week after week or day after day after day after day, your marketplace kind of puts up blinders. Like what they like from Jane has provided so much value in advance before we actually started making offers. So that's the key. That is one of the main things that we do that is different. But you're playing not like short game, you're playing long game. Like we built up to this and it required some work. If you know, these videos just didn't make themselves. It required effort and strategy and all that stuff. But we implement all this stuff together and you win 1,000%. So let's dive into the next one. Step 4, get engagement. So we ran the videos on all major platforms for engagement. 99.9% of the people, I wish I could click on my mouse and show you guys this, but this little thing right here called Facebook, that's where most of your marketplace is going, okay? We didn't just do that for Joe, okay? We did it everywhere. We did Facebook, we did YouTube, we did Instagram, we did ManyChat, we did email. Email's fire, by the way. Everyone's like, email's dead. It still works. Very, very good. We did massive sales on that as well. So it's just how you're doing it, okay? Note your competition is most likely just running Facebook ads and maybe PPCs, pay-per-click, which gives you a really good advantage. So to your dream clients, you appear to be everywhere. So when we're running these videos, okay, and they're seeing this video week after week after week, they happen to be on Facebook, and they go to YouTube, they see the same thing. They go to Instagram, and they're like, holy crap, she's not pitching me at all. She's strictly educating me, strictly providing amazing goodwill. Don't get me wrong, once they consume, let's say, 12 minutes of content, then we start making offers to these individuals, and that's an amazing strategy, and it works very, very well because we've indoctrinated that client. Number one, your show rate should increase dramatically just by implementing some of these strategies. Don't forget to utilize email and ManyChat as well. Just another tip there. These two right here are fire, okay? The ManyChat and the email. You should be definitely implementing that, and it's just another distribution channel that's really, really easy. We've created these things, these videos that look awesome. We want them to go everywhere. Prospects, clients, get people to share them, get people to engage with them, and that's part of our process that we implemented, like I said, for Joe. 4 weeks to 200K. I would definitely start implementing some of this stuff. So Step 4, to the engaged audience. I'm going to show you more of a breakdown. You see all these arrows and stuff. I'm going to give you an overview. I think it's on like slide 11. That's going to show you that what it looks like as it comes together. But step number 4 is you want to get the engaged audience. People who consume the content or marked as an engaged audience. Okay, we create custom audiences around this. Once the engaged audience is really just people that know, like, and trust you. So meaning like if someone only viewed like 3 seconds of your video, we're probably not going to immediately give them an offer. We want people that have actually engaged with us from a video standpoint, and then if they've watched, let's say 50% of our videos, then we start running traffic to those individuals. So if you took a big pool of people, let's just say you took like 100,000 people, okay? There's really a select few out of these 100,000 people that are very interested in what you have to do. Let's just say it's 1,000, okay? So what we do is we're trying to, through this, like audience and targeting and all that, number 1, we're not going after the 100,000. We've already condensed this down to, let's say, 40,000 people, okay? So now we're not wasting money on this other 75% of the marketplace that's not even interested in what we're trying to buy. Then we have this small group, okay, then we start pumping our content to, that is our audience that we automatically have an idea of, like, these are our customers, this is what they're like, these are the individuals that we're going to start targeting. From that, we narrow that down even more once we start pumping out the content. Now these 44,000 people, we have like 1,000 that are really, really receptive to what we have to say. We're only running actual offers, and not after just one video, after like 3 videos, then we make offers to the individuals that are viewing this stuff. So that's kind of the strategy. Hope that makes sense. If you need me to break it down more, at the end we can kind of go over how I can do that for you. But needless to say, the whole point is to create relationships, and that's really, believe it or not, like, your competition's not implementing anything probably remotely similar to this. If they are, they're probably not doing it on this level. And another thing that Emily put in here is that they cannot steal this from you. And what that means is, like, your competition is not going to go try and copy you based on what you're implementing, because it'd be kind of impossible to copy your story, especially a 4-minute video of you explaining your company and that kind of thing strategically. So step number 5, once we have those engaged audiences, so I know you see these arrows, so you have like arrows coming down to an engaged audience. So that's like example week 1. Then in the middle, you have an engaged audience. Just think of that as another video. That's video 2. And then you have another engaged audience. That's video 3. Once we start getting these engaged audiences, after around 3 weeks, boom, it's like offer time. At this point, here, let's go. I'll just read all the slides. That way I stay on point. But step 5 is offer time. At this point, we crafted an offer that provided his dream clients a new vehicle to solve their pain. Bait and switch offers do not work with this approach. No, we're not trying to trick the individual. We're actually trying to be genuine and give them an actual offer that's going to help them based on where they are currently. So this happens to dive a little bit more into the sales process, but that's something we can 1000% help you with. Note, you don't want to run ads to cold traffic. That's like asking someone to get married on the first date. No, we do not just run offer to a random people. No, we want very strategically of who the people that have been actually viewing these videos are the people that we want to target, okay? And 10% of the marketplace engage with those types of offers. So, meaning, if you run direct response advertising, does it work? Yes. But here's the deal. 10% of the marketplace is taking advantage of that, okay? Like direct response, meaning I'm running an offer like free trial, 28 day, 6-week challenge, 42 day. Like, you don't want to be running that, okay? Because all your competition is trying to go after that 10% of the marketplace. We're trying to go after the 75, 80% of the marketplace that no one's advertising to. Not necessarily people that are ready to make a buying decision today, but 30 to 90 days from now, after they've been consuming our content, they're reaching out to us because we've provided so much value in advance. Is this making a little bit of sense? I hope so. I'm doing my best to explain this in full detail, but this is the trick. This is what you should be implementing into your business, okay? Step 6, lander, okay? We have create a landing page featuring the offer. So at that point, once we start making offers, we only make the offers to the engaged audiences, okay? Step 1, opt in, tweak some pages. We got a few that are converting at least 25%. Real simple. 1 in 4 people that hit the page, name, email, phone number. The fun is just getting started at this point. We've created some amazing automation on the back end that increases his conversion, increases his show and conversion rate. So there's a ton of automation that's happening behind the scenes on this. Step number 7, we actually make an application. The reason we use application as a step in our funnels is because it makes the process more exclusive, okay? Meaning if you just go straight from opt-in to, hey, schedule your time, you want to make sure that you kind of bypass that a little bit. Make it more of an application base. If you have to apply for something, it's more exclusive, okay? Meaning if it's more exclusive, guess what? You can charge more, okay? So this is one of the tricks that we got Joe to get those 100 EFTs, okay? It also provides Joe with information about his prospects, goals, and struggles, which he was able to use when he called them to get them scheduled to come in. So let's say that someone did fill out the application, but on the next page, they didn't schedule. We can use this data to get them scheduled in because they reached out, they'd enter in a lot of these strategic questions. That way we can pick up the phone, give them additional details about the program, about their goals, how we can solve that problem for them, and then actually get them scheduled in, okay? Step 8, after they scheduled, after the lead has filled out the application, they were taken to a schedule page. Around 30% of people will self-schedule without you having to pick up the phone. The cool thing is actually higher than that now because we've added some more automation, okay? Number 1, we email value, okay? Again, value in advance, just kind of like an indoctrination series. Number 2, okay, we signify Jane as the authority, so it's an authority amplifier, meaning like we've given Jane so much credibility, she's like the most credible person in the marketplace, again, through this automation that we've added. And another thing is we also give them an amazing free gift, like something awesome, something of mega value that someone would typically pay $200 to $500 for. Value in advance before they even come in to get scheduled. Why do we do that? Because if you give enough value in advance, they're like, holy crap, they gave me all this stuff for free. I can't imagine when I come in, what kind of experience am I going to get? Does that make sense? So again, it helps with the show rate dramatically if you can truly give something of good value, okay? Step number 9, so this is another part of the value builder. So once someone schedules, most people are like, oh, cool, thank you page. No, you want to pre-frame them. You want to pre-frame the prospect, okay? Once someone's scheduled, we have a text and email campaign running kind of simultaneously in the background. The goal is to position yourself as being able to fulfill their needs while wrapping them up in an amazing customer service experience, okay? Some examples, we sent the prospect some of Joe's highest engaged content and fun and entertaining emails. So that's kind of being dripped out on a daily basis before they're actually coming into the appointment. Once someone is scheduled, we had a 10-minute video explaining what they can expect, what Joe stood for, what he stood against, okay? Not Joe, but Jane, but needless to say, it's Joe's studio, but it's kind of his principle. So we want to make sure we stand by those 1,000%. And this is just really an opportunity for you to really, really get that prospect to really understand what your company is all about. And last but not least, a fun team introduction. So getting the whole team behind them, let them know they're super excited to meet them and help them crush their goals. And last but not least, we typically add a case study specific to their pain point. So someone, let's say some automation, like someone struggling with losing weight, cool. But someone wants to tone up. Someone wants to just feel good. Those are all different, technically subcategories that we have some automation that's going to really point to that specific thing, okay? Step number 10, this is important on your thank you page, okay? BAF, bring a friend, okay? Have a video explaining that, you're not in the industry just to help one person. You're in the industry to make an impact and change more lives, okay? So we added bring a friend to get free leads for Joe's thank you page. We had a video of Joe letting them know how excited he was to meet them and letting them know it would mean everything if they could share this post ID with a friend. We'll explain what that is, but we use a post ID. That way they can click it and go directly to the ad. And again, number 1, it creates more engagement on the ad, which drops your CPMs. It's awesome, okay? Needless to say, you're going to be paying a whole lot less per lead. So step number 11, this is very, very important as well. You want to repeat the process month after month after month. So if you jump on the right part of the screen, this is kind of the full breakdown of everything. That way you can get more of a crystal clear visual. Number 1, you identify the dream client, unique position in the marketplace. Boom. Then we're going to start on a weekly basis creating those videos, okay? Strategic videos that establish the attractive character and as the authority in that marketplace. And the whole point is to really establish the bond. Once we create these videos, now it's pretty much distribution time. We got to pretty much distribute this out to the marketplace everywhere, not just Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, ManyChat, email, like Anywhere we can think of and we can get this and we can get eyeballs on it, the better, okay? All the people that view this content, they become part of an engaged audience, okay? Once they become part of an engaged audience, boom, we're going to start making offers. We're actually going to be doing videos and we're going to be doing images simultaneously, okay? It works extremely well. Boom, then they jump to the opt-in, the application, the schedule, the value builder, the thank you page. We have a ton of automation that's happening behind the scenes, but it's awesome, okay? Joe didn't do this just for 1 month. He's been replicating this month after month after month. In December, which the gym is like the worst, 100 EFTs, $200,000 increased revenue. And this is how you build a brand and become unstoppable in your marketplace. So if you want anything like this, okay, all that you have to do is click the button. You can schedule a strategy call with us and the team. We can kind of go over and take a deep dive into what you currently have implementing in your business and see maybe some tweaks, maybe some things that we can help you with to really take it to the next level. If you are interested in building a brand and really, really want to separate yourself and diversify yourself from the marketplace, there's going to be a button right below this video. Click it. You can set up a time, schedule a strategy call with us, and we can do everything on our end, to possibly educate you and possibly move you forward and really take things to the next level like we have done for Joe. So if you are interested in that, like I said, all you have to do is click that button below, jump on a strategy call with us. You'll see some different times and days available. Jump on a quick Zoom, take 10, 15 minutes out of your day, and show you what we can do for you and your company. So if you have any questions at all, feel free to, like I said, jump on that strategy call. We can go over everything in more detail and hopefully we can work together. Look forward to seeing you. Bye.